Currently, I am 9.5 months postpartum. I have my good days and I have my bad days with my body. There's only 10.5 more weeks until it's 1 year. 1 year postpartum for me and 1 years old for Kaden. I would have thought by now that I would have been back into my old body, wearing all my pre-pregnancy clothes as if I never had a baby. Reality is that is not the case. It is far from the case. Do I fit into some pre-pregnancy clothes? Yes. Do I fit into all my pre-pregnancy clothes? No. Do the pre-pregnancy clothes that fit me fit well like they used to? Not all of them. I just wanted to put this in here just to say that I have come a long way and I still have a very long way to go to get the body that I'm dreaming of. I know it's a sad reality for me, but I know that I will never have the dream body like I always wanted. But that's what happens when you become a mom. For most. I have a whole bunch of stretch marks, as you can see. I have saggy skin that you can see. I know it's a process, and you gotta trust the process. So, I'm 11 months postpartum. And for a while I thought that this video was gonna be at a halt because I was at a halt. Basically, I would lose weight and then I'd gain it right back, and then I'd lose weight and I'd gain it right back, and it was really depressing, not gonna lie. But I'm finally starting to lose some weight again, and I'm noticing some difference in my body. So, still not down to pre-pregnancy at this very moment. I'm at 155 still. And I just got back to 155 after going back up to like 158. So, I wish that I had done more of these like talking moment check-ins earlier on, but so that's where I'm at right now. Hopefully I continue to lose some weight, I continue to lose some inches. I don't really want to publish this unless it's actually a completed video, because I want to show that it is possible. I feel like if I can do it, then anybody can do it, so. Hey everybody, Melissa here. As you just saw, I just went through a major weight loss transformation, and I wanted to take a moment to sit down and close out this video and kind of give you guys an intro and an outro both at the end of the video. So I kind of want to start off by talking about back in December of 2019, a year ago, where I was. I was at that time in the 190s. I was about 3 months postpartum. I remember like trying to go back and find before pictures of my body during that time. And other than my progress pictures of just my belly, I had no pictures of myself, no selfies, no pictures, because I just felt horrible about the way I looked, about my body, even though I had literally just had a baby not that long ago. I didn't feel beautiful. And it's sad because, you hear moms talk about, not liking their body, and the most common response is, well, you just had a baby, or, well, your body did amazing things. And although I know that, it's hard when you look in the mirror and you don't recognize the person that you're seeing. Like, it's you because you're right there, but the person you're viewing is not who you're thinking of. This made it very difficult on my mental health at times. This made it very difficult to go out and buy clothes because I needed clothes, but it was so hard for me to see something, be like, oh, that's a medium, but it be not even close to fitting me. And that was hard on me. And I remember starting this whole video transformation thing thinking, I feel so stupid. What is this going to do? I'm not even going to be even close to what I was before I had Caden. I remember saying, I feel so stupid. But I stuck through it, and I'm kind of sad that I didn't film more. This is real, this is raw. I'm not faking anything for you guys, for whoever is watching this. I'm not about that on this channel. I don't really like to fake stuff, fake emotions. Like, this is how I felt. This is the real, the raw truth about what your body goes through after having a baby. And no one really likes to show light on the ugly side of things. And it's not all pretty. I decided to go and get a personal trainer, which is what I had done a few years ago when I was training to be in a pageant. And I saw a lot of good results with that. So I went back to that company. I got a personal trainer. And from the beginning of December up until quarantine in March, I went once a week for an hour, and I do weight training. And that's all. And I was losing like a pound or sometimes 3 pounds a week. I, cut out obviously dairy for Caden because he had a dairy intolerance, and just being conscious of what I was eating, not necessarily counting calories or scanning barcodes into an app, just being aware of what I'm eating. And yes, I was breastfeeding. If anybody wants to know or is curious, I was exclusively pumping throughout this whole thing with an oversupply, so I had to keep my calories kind of up. Do I think that breastfeeding caused me to lose all this weight? Absolutely not. Did it help? Probably, but a very, very small percentage. That is the one thing that I hate, is when people would tell me, oh, you look good, it's because of the breastfeeding. Like, no, honey. There's nothing that would drive me crazier than people pushing aside my hard work at the gym and monitoring my food, and they just push that all aside and just give it all to breastfeeding. Like, no, don't take the credit away from my hard work. So that's where I stand on that. But yeah, so then that was up until quarantine, and then from March to like July, I kind of slacked, but I still did lose some weight. Some things that I really liked to do was I did the Chloe wing.
Honestly, how do I botch the one girl's name that I literally saw so many YouTube videos about, so many TikToks about, that literally blew up during quarantine? How do I botch her name?
2 week shred with my mom, saw some results with that, and then I started going back to the gym, and then here we are. So nothing really too extreme is, I didn't do anything too extreme is what I'm saying. So where I am now, I am currently around 145. So my goal was 150 by 1 year. That was my pre-pregnancy weight, and I kind of sorted it. I was like 151, 152. So yeah, and now I'm 14 months postpartum, 14 and a half months postpartum actually, and I'm down to around 145, 147, and my ultimate goal is 135. So we're almost there, but it just goes to show that it took me over a year to get where I am. Sure, I could have majorly cut back on calories and exercised like 5 days a week, and I probably would have saw results right away. But the reality of being a new mom, going into school, like going back to school, the pandemic, obviously, quarantine, and just time trying to raise your baby and spend time with family and friends and my fiance, and to myself, time to myself, which is very important, that I slack on majorly. It's just not feasible for me. But that's where I am now. So I don't want you to get discouraged if you're on a weight loss journey and it's been 6 months and you're still nowhere near your goal. Give it time. Give it time. Trust the process. I say that with cosmetology, and I'm gonna say it with weight loss. Trust the process. But the last thing I wanted to touch upon is the hard truth that I had to learn. And that is that my body is never going to be the same. Definitely the fact that I want to have 4 more kids, my body will definitely never be like what I want it to look like. But I have to learn to love and accept the body that I was given and make the most out of that body. The truth is I may never love my body. I never have, and I never probably will. But it's okay. It's life. What are you gonna do? You have to accept it. You have to just move on and go on, unless the day comes when I financially have the money and can commit to plastic surgery, then it's a possibility. But until then, we're just gonna have to do our best with what we have. The bright side of things is that I definitely feel more like myself. I definitely feel more like how I used to before I had Kaden. And I guess this is just the price that you pay when you do have a baby, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. And hey, I gained a lot of weight. I gained 90 pounds during my pregnancy. That is a lot. That's like triple what they wanted me to gain. So I don't really have much more to say, and I don't want to make this video too long. So with that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you in some way. I hope it could inspire you, could help you with your weight loss journey. It can motivate you with your weight loss journey, whether you had a baby or you didn't have a baby. Doesn't matter. But I hope you took something from it. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, comment it down below. Let me know. And my weight loss journey is still not over. So I plan on maybe doing a part 2 of my weight loss journey. Maybe 6 months, maybe another year. Who knows? But I met my first goal. Now it's time to prepare my body for my wedding day. So I got, like 18 months. So let's just try not to get pregnant again. Alright. Make sure you guys subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video. Bye!